very much, Mr. Speaker. They say in life there's over two certainties, death and taxes. Well, I'd like to add one more to the list. The certainty is that this House is a Remainer House. This House will resist kicking and screaming every opportunity to try and take this country legally out of the European Union. And I have listened to every speech in this House today, so I'm pleased to be called. And I've made a note of some of the comments that have been made. And the Honourable Member for Loch Skye and Loch Arbour said the voice of Remain will be heard. We must stop Brexit. We will never accept Brexit. I have to say, those sort of comments, and I've heard other versions of them today, have changed the context for people like myself who voted against the withdrawal deal on both occasions. I find it deeply undemocratic that the method put in place by the Honourable Member for West Dorset suggests that we are having a voting pattern, which we've already had one of, where we are expected to vote in a half-an-hour slot on 8 or more options that we have not debated or tested in this House, that we have not had any legal information in this House, that we have not had the Attorney-General's view on this House, that we have not run past the European Union to see if it's acceptable to them. And yet we're supposed to say that this is a democracy and that this actually is going to deliver a consensus. What it will deliver is a bogus consensus, because what will happen, particularly if this happens on Monday, that may end up becoming preferential votes, I don't know, could be it's an amendable motion. What we will have is, despite having 2 years of debate about this particular withdrawal agreement and examined its flaws in minutiae, and there are many, what we will have is the potential to go to something far, far worse. So the context of this has changed for myself, and I know for some other honourable members. This is a very, very difficult decision for many colleagues. But I know the siren voices from opposite, and there have been plenty of them. I have had 608 emails, as many do, on this topic alone, and I have had most of those emails, all but 80, are from the Remain side of the argument, because they see that this withdrawal agreement, with all its flaws, is the one way that they can stop Brexit. So today, I am changing my vote because I am not being cowed into going down a process that on Monday means I'm expected to make a choice over somebody else's selection of what they think Brexit should mean. That I'm not going to choose on behalf of my constituents and the country as a whole based on something that's had no debate, no scrutiny, and because a Remainer Parliament is hoping against hope that this deal, which is the best of the ugliest of sisters, that this deal will be struck out today in the fervent hope that they can bring something far softer or not at all. And for all those saying about a second referendum, I hope they can explain to the British people how by the time they get one on the doorstep, it's current.
This is the third time